In this video, I will be going to discuss that when you have relationship between the two tables, then how data flows from one table to another table in Power BI. But before explaining you multiple table, let us focus on the data of a single table. So let's say this is a data from a single table. Here you see this is the same product laptop which is of silver color and having a same ID, but it is sold two times. One is at $625 and another one is $650. Similarly, you have another laptop which is of black color and these are the selling prices. Similarly, desktop number 3 which is of silver color sold only one time and the desktop 4 is sold 3 times. So this is the data which you have. You see, I am assuming that you have imported this data into Power BI. Once you import the data in Power BI, then DAX formulas are applied on it. So here you see I will be going to write the DAX formula for the sales column. Let's say I write total sales. I create a measure like this and it will be equal to sum of sales. So this is the DAX formula I have created. Now when you generate the report from this data into Power BI, and you know Power BI generates the summary report. Let's say you take a control called matrix control to display the data, and the matrix control will show you the result in summary. Or you take pie charts or any kind of bar charts, everything will take the detailed data and convert it into summary format. So let's say if you want to display laptop and desktop, so in the output in matrix, laptop will be displayed and desktop will be displayed and the total sales will be displayed. So how this formula will work? Let's say this is laptop. So for laptop 1, 2, 3, 4, these 4 records will be filtered, and after that this formula will be applied on these 4 values because all these values belong to laptop. So then the total of this is 2650. Similarly, in case of desktop, these 4 records will be filtered and the sum function will be applied on these 4 records and you get the summary result. So that is how this sum function works. Now in case of color and total sales, this is a black color. So you see all the black colors will be filtered and these are the corresponding sales for the black color. Then what will happen, this sum function will be applied on these sales values. If you do the sum of all these 5 values, then you will get this total. Similarly, if you have the silver here, so these are the silver data which will be filtered. So there are only 3 records which will be filtered, and then some function will be applied on these 3 records and you will get this total. So that is how this DAX function works and the reports are generated. Because you have seen lot of reports, whether you have seen pie, whether you have seen bar charts or many different kind of reports you have seen, all these reports produces the summary data. So that is how internally DAX work. But this is a single table, so there is no problem. What if I divide this data in two tables? Let's say this is table number 1 and this is table number 2. Although this is the same data, but this time what I have done, I have divided this data into two parts. So here if you notice, these are the two tables now. Now this product ID is 1, which is laptop of silver color. Now this product is sold 2 times. So instead of repeating laptop silver, this laptop silver is there only one time and their sales are only repeated. And the ID of this laptop is here also in this table. Similarly, product ID 2, which is a laptop black color, it is also sold 2 times. Desktop product ID 3 is sold only one time. As you can see here, it is sold only one time, and the product ID 4 is sold 3 times. But now the data is divided into two tables. So if you have a situation like this, then what you have to do, you have to make a relationship between the two tables. So what will happen here, the relationship will be created which is one to many relationship. here you see one record here, this one record has many values here. So this will be like one to many relationship because one product has many sales. Similarly, ID number 2 has many sales here. ID number 3 has only one, but in most of the cases you will see that one record has many sales. So that is why it is like one to many relationship will be created here. So if I show you in Power BI desktop, so here if you notice I have these two tables. I have already imported these two tables into Power BI desktop, which is product table and sales table, where it has ID, P name and color, and ID and sales. So if you want to just analyze these tables, so what I can do, I can click on this ellipsis button and I can click on edit query. So here you see these are the product 1, 2, 3, 4, and these are the sales for those products. So here ID is common between those. Here the product ID 1, 2, 3, 4, and those product ID 1, 1, 2, 2 are sold multiple times. So you see, if you notice in the model view, I have also created a relationship between them. So there is a 1 to star, means one to many relationship is there. So if I double click on this relationship, here sales, and there is a product table, and here many to one is written. Sales is on the many side and the product is on the single side. One product has many sales. So that is why it is appearing like this. So if you see here there is a one written and here there is star. Star means many. So there is a one to many relationship created between these two tables. I switch back to Excel and you will again get the same output. Whether you straight generate the report from here or you generate the report from two tables, you will be going to get the same output. Let us focus on this output. The first value is laptop. So laptop is present in the product table. So what will happen? There are two laptops here. So ID number 1 and ID number 2. These two IDs will be active IDs. These are the active IDs for this laptop product. Now these two active values that will flow across the relationship because these two tables are related. So that will flow across relationship which you have created because I have one to many relationship, and then it will filter the sales table to that same set of product keys. So what will happen, because I have only these two active value 1 and 2 and it flows to this relation, then it will filter this table. So here 1 1 will be filtered and 2 2 will be filtered. Why only 1 1 and 2 2 will be filtered? Because they are the same product keys which are active here in the product table. So only that much data will be filtered. Then what will happen? This sum of sales will be applied on this particular four values which are now shortlisted, and it will be going to give you this total. In the same way, if I consider this desktop, so these two products will be shortlisted and these are the active IDs or active values. Then these active values will flow across the relationship. Okay, it comes here and then you see what values will be filtered. These values will be filtered 3 and 4 4 4 because they are the same set of product keys which are shortlisted here. And what will happen then, some function will be applied on these particular sales value and you will be going to get this result. Similarly, in case of black color, what will happen? These two values will be filtered. You will get these 2 and 4 as the active values. These active values will flow across the relationship. Then this 2 and 4. These values will be filtered and sum of sales will be applied on all these 5 values and you will get the total sum here, and similarly with the silver color. So that is how the data flows when you have a relationship between the two tables. So I will continue with this topic. If you are using relational database management system like SQL Server, Oracle, MySQL, and in relational database management system, if you are using multiple tables, then you will find that there is a primary key and foreign key present into that. If you are not aware of primary key and foreign key, so let me give you brief idea. Suppose if I make this column as primary key, then the values of this column will be unique. There cannot be repetition, like you cannot have one again, let's say mobile color is, let's say, red. So this thing is not possible because one is already provided to laptop. So this value cannot be repeated. So this is the meaning of primary key, that all the values will be unique here. Similarly, in case of foreign key, what happens is that suppose I make this column as foreign key, then the values of the foreign key, like these are the values of the foreign key, these values must be from the primary key. So if you see 1 1, it is from here, 2 2, it is from here, 3 is from here, 4 4 4 is from here. Suppose I put 5 and suppose I put 1000 here, so this value 5 does not exist in this particular table. So you cannot insert this 5 because of the presence of foreign key. So foreign key will not allow you to insert 5 because 5 is not present here. Yeah, if you have any 5 here and let's say it is mobile and let's say it is of black color, now you can insert 5 here. That is fine. So foreign key means you cannot have any value in foreign key which is not available in the primary key. So these are RDBMS concept, which are relational database management system like SQL Server, Oracle and all. So if you are fetching the data from RDBMS, then you see automatically Power BI will derive the relationship. In the RDBMS, there is already a relationship present, primary key and foreign key relationship is present. So Power BI will automatically create the one-to-many relationship. So Power BI will automatically create this relationship. You don't need to do anything. But now, in my case, what I am assuming that this data is present in many different sheets. So you see, let me open one Excel workbook and I show you this. So I have this product workbook. I double click on this product workbook. So in this product workbook, I have multiple sheets. This is sheet number 1. Here in this, I have product details. In sheet number 2, I have sales details. And in sheet number 3, I have the combination of product and sales. So this is the data which is in the form of a single sheet. So now what I will do, I will import the data in Power BI. So I will click on get data and I will go to Excel workbook. I will choose this product table. So now this workbook has 3 sheets. So I check all the 3 sheets. So first sheet has product data, second sheet has sales data, and third sheet has a combination of product and sales, which is in the form of single table. So I perform the transform data operation here first. So if I click on sheet 1 here, I just call this table as product table. And then sheet 2, I will call this table as sales, and this is a sheet 3, I will call product and sales together. So these are the 3 tables I have now. After renaming these 3 tables, I will click close and apply. So it will take some time to load. So now I will go to the model view, and if you see in the model view, automatically these relationships are created. The reason is that because this ID and this ID is common, so that is why it has automatically identified the relationship, because this is the same column name, so it has automatically created the relationship. But I don't want any relationship between product sales and product, so I just delete this relationship. I don't need it. So this product sales is an independent table. I don't want to touch this table. But yes, there is automatically one to many relationship created between product and sales. Here one and star. So if I double click on this, sales and product many to one. So sales is at many side and product is at one side. So this relationship is okay. Let's say if this relationship is not automatically created. If the relationship is not automatically created, then I will tell you how to do it. So right now I just delete this relationship and I will manually do it. So I want to create the relationship between this ID and this ID. So I drag this ID and drop it on this ID. So you see again this one to many relationship is created. So sales and product many to one. So this is the relationship I have created. So I will generate the result one from this table and one from the product and sales. And I will check both the results that will match because this is a combined data and this is the separate data. So what I will do, I will go to report view now and I will be going to take the metrics report here. So first I will choose one product, let's say P name, product name, and I will choose the sales, which is sales. So this is the output which I have got here. And now you see, I will again take the metrics here and I will take product and sales together, and here I will take product name and I will take the sales here. So this is the sales I'm getting. So here it is automatically converted into sum of sales. So I'm not creating a measure called total sales because here it is automatically showing me the sum. So this data is creating by the combination of two tables and this is the output from a single table. So both are giving me the same result. Again I take this matrix here and this time I generate the result from color and sales table. So I take color from the product table and sales from the sales table. So this is the result. And in the second matrix report, what I will be going to do, I will take color and sales from the same table. So you see this is the same output which I have got. So whether you have a data in a single table or multiple tables, your results will be going to be the same. So this example explains how data flows in relationship between two tables.